First trip of 2024. I'm actually in Las Vegas, Nevada, my first time. It's my time. So this is one of many beautiful trips and travels this year. So I'm excited for all the traveling. This is the first stop. And yeah, I'm excited to see the play. We're watching a show tonight called Awakening, which I think is so appropriate because it's the beginning of the year, you're going to be awakened, you know? So yeah, excited, hey guys! Las Vegas. I'm staying at the Flamingo. Las Vegas. It's pretty. So I decided to do some exploring on the Vegas Strip and walk around. Mind you, this is like 5 p.m. So, you know, winter time, guys, it gets dark so quickly. It's like, you know, snap of a finger and it's like dark already. So it was still relatively early and I was going to basically make the most of it. And also I feel like Vegas is actually quite nice at night. Like, I don't think people visit Vegas to go enjoy it during the day. I think it's the fun part is all the lights and the glitz and the glam in the evening. So definitely did some exploring, walked around, some, you know, came across some of the Vegas showgirls, and just the energy was so electric, and you know, seeing everyone from everywhere all at once was just such a great feeling. And yeah, really loved Vegas for that. Definitely kind of reminds me low-key of Dubai in some ways, you know, city in a desert with lots of light and sparkles, darling, basically an oasis in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, really pretty, and just enjoyed walking around. Also got to see the Vegas sign, the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign, and I had to go there because I was like, you know what can I actually see here? What is an attraction? And that sign is obviously always an attraction. So I went there, took some pictures, photos, videos, and there was obviously a lot of people there also trying to do the same thing. And yeah, Vegas is actually quite convenient for, I would say, public transportation if you're staying on the Strip, because it was like a bus that was basically free and took you from from the Strip all the way to the sign and back there. So it was quite easy to get there in terms of I guess moving around. But there isn't like, I wouldn't say there's like trains and all of that stuff like a New York City or a Chicago or DC, whatever. There isn't public transit in that way, but there are buses if you live on the Strip. And I would actually recommend living on the Strip or visiting and staying at the Strip, because that's kind of where everything is, I feel. And if you're not staying on the Strip, you're not going to get that Las Vegas energy. Next stop after the Vegas sign was just to again continue exploring the Strip. There's actually quite a lot going on. There's the Paris Hotel and Caesar's Palace, and beautiful shopping malls with all these designer stores, darling. So kind of reminded me of what you call it, the Galleria in Houston. The mall with all the designers. It kind of has like that Simmons Mall feel. I think it is a Simmons Mall actually. So that was pretty nice, and all of this while trying to figure out what else I can do this evening, because I know that I've got this show to go to, and essentially was just trying to kill time and explore while I'm there to make use of these 24 hours. And yeah, it was cute, it was fun. Got to the show, watched Awakening. It was such a beautiful experience, to be honest. What a well put together show. And for me, it was more the visual effects and choreography of the whole show that was so fun. It was very mystical. It's like you weren't supposed to get all of it, and it was almost supposed to take you into another realm of reality in some ways, because there was a lot of props even on your seats that was sort of helping the performance, bringing the performance to light and bringing the sound effects and visuals to light. So very, very powerful and very visually strong, and I absolutely enjoyed that show. And I was glad that I watched it, because I love shows where there's a lot of showmanship. I love a big splash. I love just go the extra mile, give us everything that you have and give us a show. And I feel like it was a very, very top shelf show that I really loved to watch. And yeah, that was my evening. And to be honest, I was actually so fulfilled. I was like, if I was in Vegas for longer than 24 hours, what would I have done with my time? Probably gone to another show, but probably was not going to be as good as Awakening. There probably are other shows that are really good, but I always feel like 24 hours in Vegas is really a good time. It's a generous amount of time, because it's there, go have fun, party, do the most, and go to the next location. I didn't actually party because I didn't feel like partying. It was just after like New Year's and New Year's Eve. I was like, you know what, I'm partied out. I just want to go watch that show and move on with life. So I really felt great in what I did in Vegas, and essentially went back to my room, retired for the evening, and made my way back to the airport in the morning. And yeah, my time in Vegas came to an end, and I was definitely ready to go back home, darling, to Houston. So yeah, I made my way, and that was the end of my trip and the end of episode 4 and end of season one of Catching Flights, actually. More seasons to come with more cities and more content and just a good time. If you like this episode and have watched all the others, i.e. New York, Atlanta, Los Angeles, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and also follow us on Instagram at @BigMoneyEntertainment_, and I'll see you again on the next episode of Catching Flights. And remember, always catch flights and not feelings.